Alright guys, so this is another new thing that I thought up. Since I talk a lot about perfect films for me, a handful of them, and just like amazing endings and scenes in movies, I'm just going to talk about what makes this scene perfect. And we're talking Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead, or Gates of Hell, released under both names. And we're talking about the ending segment after they get down into the tomb to try to destroy Father Thomas. Let's talk about what makes this scene and ending fucking perfect. Now, the score is a huge part of this. And yeah, Fabbio Frizzi did the score for Zombie, Fulci Zombie, which is this score right here is very reminiscent of. Like it sounds just like the zombie theme. But as a musician and just sometimes melodies just catch you better, I prefer the score at the end of this movie. And it is perfect when the bass drum in the score kicks in right as one of the zombies or whatever they are reaches up out of the ground and you get the kick in. Oh, that's all. Now, this is right after Christopher George gets his brain squeezed out and the girl is, I forget her name, is looking at the main chick and her eyes start bleeding, which is so good. Like, of all the films that Fulci utilizes, like the pan in shot of just the eyes, I think this is his best example of that and the best way that he's ever portrayed it. Like, just the close-ups on their eyes and then her eye starts bleeding and just like how he shoots with Father Thomas with the, right up on his eyes, like it almost looks like it can be out of a silent film. Like two and like I can see it as like that's the type of gothic style it has. And God, Fulci was so amazing with his gothic films, like in the late '70s, early '80s. But the whole set design here too is absolutely phenomenal. All the set dressing, like this actually looks like a friggin' tomb, like with the skeletons and all around. Like it looks so good. I have to think maybe if Rob Zombie was influenced by this for House of a Thousand Corpses with that hallway shot that looks with the same blue lighting, with the lighting is phenomenal in this, and all the skeletons on the side of the rows kind of reminds me of this. So I wonder if Zombie took some influence here, which I mean, I know he loves Fulci, so I wouldn't put it past him. But oh yeah, that bass drum as soon as the hand comes out of the ground, that's great. Now from a musician point of view, what makes Fritzi's composition here for the score so unique, I'd want to say, is the triple snare drum at the beginning of it when it goes on the snare drum. You don't hear that in a lot of popular music, like pop music and stuff in the mainstream. You usually get a snare drum hit like on the second and fourth beats, but this starts with three of them, which is very different, and it gives this score just that even better of a sound to me. Like it's so good the way that he composed this whole score. But then the lighting, like when they're looking around and they see the stained glass window and stuff, or whatever that is. I thought it's underground. I guess not. But all the lighting is so excellently done in this scene, this ending. It is so good, and the music, man, just adds to it so much. Like this is one of my perfect endings or scenes in a horror movie. And then the melody comes in on top of it, and then the harmony comes over that. It sounds so friggin' good, man. Like, oh, I love it. And then the corpses are starting to walk around, the zombies, and just the way that he films this, just the shot up on her eyes, and then the zombies that she's seeing, and a shot up on her eyes, and the zombies over here she's seeing, and the shot up, and it's so good. Like, I think this is some of Fulci's best work in directing ever. Like in the ending to City of the Living Dead here. Like it's so friggin' fantastic. Then Father Thomas when he shows up and the lighting on him and the makeup is perfect. Like he looks so intimidating and scary. Like just how they have him made up and it's not a lot of crazy makeup. And I say this in my video for Mario Bava's Kill Baby Kill. I think Melissa Grops is like the best ghost like in a ghost story movie, like ghost haunting, whatever you want to call it. And all it is a little boy with a wig on, with barely some makeup on. and I still feel to this day they've not been able to top that. Like with making a ghost look that creepy, with all the advancements in technology we've had, and prosthetics and makeup and all of that. That's still the most effective ghost for me in a haunting movie. And I love how the music fades out and a different part of the score plays while Father Thomas is there, and he's starting to make her eyes bleed again, and it looks great. But it's coming down 3 times on this side, and then it starts coming out this side. I don't know if that was intentional or it just took longer for the blood to come down. Either way, happy accident because it's awesome. Then he gets stabbed with the crucifix, and just like it's not even like blood and guts, it's just like maggots and shit come out of him. And then he bursts into fire, and then the same score comes in like right at the exact time that the fire comes like is lit. It looks so good. What a great cue to kick the music back in. And then we just have just all the corpses and zombies are bursting aflame, and just the music playing, and you get that awesome shot of the flames in front of Father Thomas as he's dying and stuff, with the music blaring. Like, everything about this ending and this scene is absolute perfection. Like, I can't picture anything that Fulci could have done better or differently or anything like that. That would be better than this. Like, it's one of my favorite endings to a zombie movie. This is probably my top 10, if not 15, horror movies of all time. The Beyond is the only one that's a little ahead of it. But honestly, every time I rewatch this movie, the ending scene, it's right there with The Beyond. Like, it's right underneath it by such a little amount. But then I just love how it closes with that shot on the flamed corpse or skeleton, whatever you want to call it, and it just starts fading out and fading out as the music fades out. Such a perfect ending. I mean, I'm not including the rest, like the 2 seconds here, but with the actual ending, which is who knows what the hell that means. They get out of the tomb and they see the boy, and he comes running towards them. And then Mary starts screaming, and that's it. The screen just like fractures into glass and breaks. I know that Fulci either directed another ending or was supposed to, or something like that, and it just didn't work out, and so he had to just do something. But yeah, the something is just insanely crazy. Like, I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. Never have. If anyone has a clue, I mean, they say in the tomb earlier that it's past midnight, and they have to seal, break the gate, destroy the gate to hell by All Saints Day, by midnight. So were they too late? That's what I pretty much take from it. If anyone has a better explanation, let me know, because what a random ass ending. But that is the first episode of what makes this scene perfect. So this is something I might do every now and then. Easy, quick videos. Nice. Alright guys, wherever you're from, hope you're having a great morning or night, and later tonight around 9 or 10 Eastern Standard time, I'll have it on my community tab. Me, Sean, and Goraphobe are going to be watching Maniac Cop. So join us for that. It's on Tubi, and you guys can watch along and discuss it with us. So talk to you guys soon. Take care, buddies.